Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Chad Patrick.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
This one in the air, center field. Terang takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the third baseman, Colson Montgomery.
Now the third baseman, Colson Montgomery. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the nod for the White Sox, Anthony K. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Fought off foul. That one ran inside, almost got him. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
The 1-1.
That's a check. Did he go?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. That's a strikeout.
Hey.
Woody Keller says he won a round.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Next to hit, Robin Yount. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Scoreless after one. Back here at American Family Field. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Ray Durham. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Got him swinging and one away.
That is it. The first baseman, number 6, Munetaka.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 6, the left fielder, George Kell.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, George Kell. No score here in the second. And that's it for a strike. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed.
That's a check. What do you got?
Appeal down to first, and he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
So up now for Chicago, Luis Aparicio. Up the middle, the underhand flip, and that's a nice play to end the inning. The White Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Richie Sexson. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
No, off the plate.
On the ground to third. To first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The right fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick getting ready to hit. Frelick launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Anthony Kay. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one fouled off. Top of the third, no score. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, the catcher, number 8, Kyle.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Kyle Teal will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
At the plate, Harold Baines. One-two now. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. That ends the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, Ziggy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
The 1-1. Slow roller to first. He steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting in, third baseman, number 3, Joey Ortiz.
Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Fouls one off. 2-2. Struck him out swinging.
Batting ninth,
and that's
the
4
pitcher,
strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Patrick.
Here's the pitcher, Chad Patrick. On the ground, Montgomery. Play made, that ends the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the top of the fourth. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 1-1. On the ground right side. Sexton takes it to the bag. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Ray Durham.
And now Ray Durham. All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
Inside.
And
Ball.
that skips into dirt.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that one ripped to left. 2 down.
Up next is Chicago, the first baseman, number 6, Munetaka Murakami.
And now the first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
But we see more and more of that
Ball
lately.
2.
The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Check
Ball
swing
3.
he held up. And that's ball 3. There's the strike.
Hee-haw!
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading off
Wilsingi,
for the
as we
Brewers,
talked about
the
earlier,
second
he was
baseman,
dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going. Well, these Brewers,
outside.
as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That clips the corner.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The catcher, William.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And now it's William Contreras. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Next for the Brewers, Robin Yount. And
Ball.
that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. That one the other way, and there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Brewers.
Here's
the
a big
first
power
baseman,
threat. Richie Sexson.
Ball
Close,
3.
but called a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man on second, 2 down. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. So he goes the opposite way with that one. The Brewers score first. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there. That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 down. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The 1-2.
No,
really
too
good
low.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. We played 4. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. All set for the start of the inning. George Kell steps to the plate for the White Sox. Popped in the air, left field, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
So up next, Luis Aparicio. And there's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. Now quick throw to first. Aparicio back on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Aparicio on the run.
Ball, that's
Pitches
too low.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Next
Ball.
pitch misses. Full count now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Anthony Kay steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, right
Just
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Brewers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 5th.
right fielder,
Sal
number
Freeland
10.
up now for the Brewers.
Freeland.
And a bunt towards third. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
So a man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. That one way inside. Step off throw to first. Freeland back in on a dive. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Freeland aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss that? But you know what happens.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. One out, a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Luis Rengifo. A critical at bat in this game for him. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Aparicio tossed to second, and that's 2. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the White Sox nothing. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Jared Koenig.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Teal.
The catcher, Kyle Teal.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That's a
He
ball.
might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2-2 now. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the White Sox, the right fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
So up next for Chicago, Harold Baines. Koenig, a 6'5 lefty. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Next pitch is downstairs. The Brewers leading by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for Chicago, the third baseman.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at first with one gone. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ball to strike. That's to third. Ortiz over to Turang. One. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Brewers lead it 2-0. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin.
Now pitching for
back
the
now
White
for the
Sox.
bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 63 on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one. Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That one misses. Ball 3.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
This one in the air, center field. One away.
Up next for the Brewers, the catcher, William Contreras.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Robin Yount. 2 down, nobody on.
No, that's down.
2.
No, that's down.
Missed. Richie Sexson would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
The 3-1. In the air, left field. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at American Family Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Ray Durham steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. Up the middle. A dive. He's got it from his backside, but he baits it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami. Step off, throw to first. Dives back, out!
This just can't happen right here. I mean, your run really doesn't mean anything unless it's followed by another run and you're able to tie up the ball game. But you've almost got to stay anchored to first base to prevent something like this from happening.
Here's a 1-1. That one in there across the letters. Murakami wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. The Brewers up by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the White Sox, the left fielder, George.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jarrett Koenig won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
they hand the ball over to a new arm, Angel Serpa.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now at the plate, George Kell. Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Almost got him. And foul ball. Pitch in the dirt. Full count now. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0.
Leading off.
And now here is Richie Sexton. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That's off the mark. Ball 2. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
For the Brewers, the center fielder, number 12,
Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Fires to first in time.
Brewers, the right fielder, number 10, Sal.
2 outs, base is empty. Sal Frelick digs in now. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Brewers,
Ryan Braun up now for the Brewers.
Ryan Braun.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming around third is Frelick. The relay throw. Safe. 3-0.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it's pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
So runner at second, 2 down. Joey Ortiz will hit next. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. Throw bounces in and he's set.
That on base right there was all about the jump off the pitcher. He got a nice lead, timed him up perfectly, and was off to the races as soon as that pitcher went home. That's how you want to do it. That excites the entire team over there in the dugout.
Late swing fouled off. Swings through it for the K. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. Luis Aparicio steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a 1-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 1-2 now. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. And that's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for Chicago, the pitcher.
Pinch hitter coming on, Austin Hayes.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Ball 2.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
The count 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. It's softly on the ground left side. Over to Turan. One. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Brewers 3 and the White Sox nothing. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin.
Now pitching for
Back
the White
now,
Sox,
new pitcher on the mound
number
as we roll
61,
into the bottom of the eighth, Mike Vassell.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yelich.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
Next
Ball.
offering is outside. That one
Ball
misses.
four, inside.
So a leadoff walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish.
Second baseman.
So the call stands. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Back to the top of the order. This is Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The 3-1. And a foul ball. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Yelich goes. Pitching for a strike.
Go inside.
When you're trying to start the bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Stays alive. Swings and misses. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Up now for Milwaukee, Robin Yount. Man on second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, right side, Murakami. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Brewers strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back, and here comes comes the closer, Trevor McGill. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Back to the top of the order now. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Kyle Teal. The 1-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. High fly ball, right field. Freeland on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next in Chicago, the right fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
Down the number 2 hitter, Harold Baines. McGill, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging for the K. White Sox down to the final line.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, the foul. McGill is just 1 strike away. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Chourio going back. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 2 games of this series.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.